Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on the Flash movie. Now, this is going to be a clipped up excerpt from the Twitch stream where we reacted and broke down the Flash trailer with a couple of guests. No reaction here. That's a separate video. The link to that video will be in the description down below. This is the breakdown. Might seem a bit over the top, but I thought, why not clip it? Bit of fun. So yeah, enjoy it. If you want to tune into live streams, the Twitch TV link, it's in the description down below. So yeah, enjoy. How are you guys going? How are you guys going?
We're freaking out.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
That trailer, like everyone in the chat agrees, it seems like that trailer was like a home run. Like that
trailer is one of the best trailers I have ever seen.
Yeah, like that trailer is
DC.
Yeah, I think it hit all the notes it needed to. I know it didn't show the villain and stuff, but I think it hit all the, like in regards to the main characters and everything like that, I think it hit all the notes it needed to.
It looks like they fixed the running. It looks like the running is fixed.
Yeah.
Like he's not doing
the only thing is that is some of the VFX doesn't look finished. Like those bits where Supergirl like punching people just didn't look done. I know, I sort of want to watch the trailer again. You know what, we're going to watch the trailer again. Let's watch it again because I think it's needed.
Tell me something.
Watch the trailer again.
You can go anywhere.
I do like the fact that it sort of highlights the emotional aspects of it straight out of the gate as well.
Another universe.
So like, wait, we'll just like, I will pause it when necessary, but like this here, I think is meant to be like I think this is meant to be this opening with the Justice League that's rumored. I'm not 100% sure, but it's meant to be something like that.
I also want to point out, how many worlds do you think we're seeing in this trailer? Just like spitballing it. I think we're seeing at least 4 or 5 different worlds.
I don't know. It matters if whether that happens like later in the movie or like on his way back, because I just have a feeling that he's going to trigger something which then kicks this off. But I wonder if it's like, does he do something that triggers it, goes back and stuff's messed up and then he has to go back again? Or does he just go back and stay there? And that's his mission, is to sort of like get his other self to save his mum, like his younger self.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not too sure exactly how it's going to play out.
So why do you want to stay and fight to save
It's weird because this movie also looks like a combination of like Nolan and Snyder and other people.
Where my mom lives.
Yeah.
It also looks really nice, like the shots.
Like this here, like this is the thing. We're asking about, what about Reverse Flash? Now here, I think she's clearly been stabbed in the shot here where like you see Henry Allen above her. So, but he's been found with the body, and I guess Barry's walked in with her like this because the show. A lot of people think what the show does is what happens in the comics in regards to Nora Allen dying. That's not. Barry comes home and she's been either killed or is dying. Right. So, I am wondering whether this is done all off screen and maybe Henry says that he saw something and Barry didn't see anything, or if it's just he comes home and she's like this, like they both come home and she's like this, and maybe she says something. Like, I'm just wondering how they tap on the Reverse Flash thing, because that's not hinted at all in this trailer, like not one bit. I would be very annoyed if Dark Flash is the one that kills her. I'd be very, very annoyed.
Because that establishes something else other than, you know.
And it sort of takes out that personal connection and that personal vendetta, and then why Reverse Flash would do that as well. But even this bit, like, I don't know if you can see this, like this bit when he walks out, like runs out, and he sees, I guess he's reliving the moment that she was killed, that he experienced.
I think this is him just remembering. I don't think he's actually there.
Yeah, so it's like him having like an avid memory, but it's like done in this like editing way, and it was filmed like this.
By the way, the suit looks really good in that shot.
Yeah,
the suit looks really
like
good
that,
in that shot. Right
there. Like, you know what it looks like? It looks like Injustice, the Injustice suit from the game.
Yeah.
Especially this bit. I wonder if that was like the style that's why it's styled like this. The kid is a bad runner. Well, maybe that's like showing the evolution of this Barry, because he ran terrible in Justice League. So
yes, that's true.
Maybe that's like showing the evolution that once he gets more experience as the Flash, he learns to run better. This is Batman, isn't it? This is Bruce Wayne. There's Martha and Thomas Wayne, I think. I think it's probably him. Yeah, that's what it looks like, because it looked like older. It doesn't look like young Barry either.
Also, do you look at the fingers?
Yeah.
Is that makeup? Was that like punching the Joker or something like that? I wonder.
It's just like bruises, like just like bruises and stuff like that, something like that. But you can see like the blue.
So this is the blue lightning. So which Barry is that? I think that's how we're going to be able to distinguish which Barry is which.
Well, do you think it's something to do with the suit? Do you think the suit just makes his lightning orange and yellow?
I'm wondering if the older Barry has already gone into the Speed Force, and that's why the lightning is a different color. And this younger Barry, it's still
So maybe
just
blue
learning.
is like a loose connection to the Speed Force, and like yellow is when you're fully connected to it.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Okay. Like I think the thing that people are like very, very curious about and wondering what you think is whether they reference what happened in Crisis, and that's how he got his name, The Flash.
I would
I don't
love
think
that,
they're
but
gonna
I don't
Because
know.
the thing is, this movie
the
was
only
in-
way they would reference it if Grant shows up.
well,
in the
that's
Yeah.
the thing. But this movie was in development, they started filming the movie when they did that panel when they confirmed like it was Walter Hamada in there, Jim Lee, Greg Berlanti. They were all sitting there, and they said that that's canon. That's canon to this movie and this universe. That Ezra Miller's Barry gets the name The Flash from that Crisis scene with Grant.
So yeah, that makes sense with the different lightning.
Yeah.
Magnets.
The thing is that I think Ezra Miller does a really good job from the stuff we see in this trailer. So it makes it even more disappointing the stuff that's happened
Yeah.
since this point.
Also, shout
Does
out to
he-
that young actor for looking like an actual young.
He
actor.
looks
That was
exactly
weird.
like, maybe he doesn't look,
Yeah.
it's the hair as well, but he looks like, even when the casting came out, I can't remember his name. It's like, I think it's like Kevin or something like that. But he looks like, it looks very good. I don't know how much of the movie he'll be in, but he does look a lot like a younger version of Ezra Miller.
My face. You stole my face.
If you were to go into the
I do love how the Wayne Manor here in the Keaton world is just like all decrepit and everything like that, and just looks like he's just like, because obviously Alfred's dead. I mean,
Almost like he just gave up. He just gave up on.
but I wonder if it's
everything.
because of what's happened to this world. Like, what happened to, what happened to the other people around there? Like, what happened
Well,
to?
keep in mind, we have the Keaton world where he is still Batman. Then we have the world where it looks like young Barry killed Batman. Do you think that's what happened? Or do you think he's trying to avenge the death of Batman?
What are you talking about there?
Because the young Barry has a Batman suit that he's modified to look like a Flash suit.
Well, I think that's this
So-
one here, and I think it's just it's a spare bat suit that they have here.
You think so?
Yeah, I think that's what's happening here.
Okay. So you don't think it's two separate Earths? It's just the
No.
one.
But here we
Okay.
can see how he gets his powers. The young Barry, where the lightning goes through him.
Yeah.
I know this explains. Yeah. So I think this was in the concept art as well. This is in like that behind the scenes thing that came out.
But
we
how did
weren't
this
just sure.
happen?
Well, it looks like they're in the CSI office. They're in the
Yeah.
lab of the crime scene investigators, or the forensic lab. That's the word to put it. But is this meant to be going back to his origin,
Maybe
or is he
our
going
Flash
there?
has gone back to his origin.
Or is this going there because that's where the chemicals were that went through and mixed together? Like that's where he knows the chemicals would be.
So you think this is older Barry trying to give younger Barry speed? Do you think that's what's
Yeah.
going on here, or
Something like that.
Yeah, but
That makes
I
sense.
think what's happening is that because I think this Barry might have been destined to get speed still, but not at this age, and that's what triggers another timeline mess up.
Yeah.
Because this
It's
Barry's
like
getting
in the Flash.
Yeah, so this time,
And
this
Barry got it
this
early.
Barry here is getting speed like years before he was meant to get, or it could be just that he was never meant to get speed in this timeline, but our Barry's just assuming that he was always destined to get speed. So it's something along those lines, and that's creating like an unnatural timeline.
And keep in mind that one of these Barrys, I think it's the young Barry. His parents are still alive.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on the flash ring?
Where was it?
Where it opens up and like
Oh,
turns
that-
into
that-
like.
I have to get thoughts on the flash ring because it's very unorthodox. It's not what you'd think of a
Very
flash ring.
high-tech.
It's
Yeah.
very Bruce Wayne, which I think this confirms that Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne gives him not only the ring, but the suit. Okay, so Plemke says that Alfred built the ring and suit in the prequel tie-in comic to the film. Okay, so I haven't read that. So Alfred builds
confirms
this.
it then.
But yes,
That
I
confirms
still uses like Bruce Wayne's money. Yeah, so okay, that's cool. Does it say in the comic how it applies to him? Plemke says it shoots out like in the comics, and it is 3 issues.
Oh,
Okay.
awesome. Okay. All right.
Okay, so yeah, okay. Well, I guess that it'd be weird if it didn't shoot out. I'm assuming that it shoots out and he just sort of like maybe he phases into it, maybe something like that.
Oh wow, that actually makes sense. Yeah, that would be cool.
That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, we'll just keep going.
Fix things. You could also destroy
Geez, sorry.
everything.
So yeah, we just get this like but I think this also confirms as well that it does take place in the past as well, like in the other
That's odd
timeline.
on the TV.
Yeah, so I wonder if this takes place in like when did Man of Steel come out? 2012 or 2013? I know, is this a good 10-year anniversary of Man of Steel? Henry Cavill not coming back.
It would also explain. It would also explain that this Barry is 10 years younger.
Because he looks younger when they're standing opposite each other as well. I know it could be the hair, but they look like not the same age. But are they also just reusing footage from Man of Steel as well, or is this going to be? I guess they could.
I don't.
It.
Okay, that looks reused right there.
Yeah.
But obviously the Zod stuff is not.
Yeah.
I completely broke the universe. Zod.
Like, because all this stuff just looks like from Man of Steel.
I created a world with no metahumans. And now there's no one to defend us.
Well, it's funny because the aesthetic is very much Snyder, even though it's not Snyder.
But you know what's interesting? They're doing very similar things. Like, I'm using my loose memory of Man of Steel, but it's like these are events where Superman would have stood in the way and protected forces and stuff like that.
There is no Superman.
But now it's just not. There's no Superman in the middle. It's Zod versus the U.S. military and just absolutely annihilating them and burning them to a crisp. So it's actually pretty interesting in that what if or that alternate scenario. So this is almost like a mixture. It's almost like your Elseworld situation, and it's actually pretty cool. Like as I said, I think this trailer knocked it out of the park.
Want some help?
Which is very reminiscent of the Flashpoint.
Yeah, the Batcave looks pretty badass. You got the Batwing there. I love the music. The music that they used was awesome. And
this looks like Tim Burton. This looks like Tim Burton. Like they captured the visual style of all these directors. And
Keaton still looks awesome in the suit. He still looks awesome. I wasn't too worried because it's a very covered suit and like his face doesn't look too bad, but he can still rock it, which is like, and that's like.
I just have to see the scene of him like fighting again because it's so fucking awesome.
You know what?
Dropping down.
But you know what would be awesome is I need to see that fight scene as well because I sort of was like not paying a full attention to that scene. So when we get to that, but I would love to be in a full theater with people not really knowing too much about this movie and then seeing Michael Keaton's Batman show up just in the trailer.
Scream.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. Like, I think that'd be pretty awesome.
You are?
Yeah. I'm Batman.
Even that bit where he goes, yeah, I am Batman. It's super meta. It's like meta. It's like, I'm back. I'm Batman. Like
it's the same humor from that movie, though.
Yeah.
It's the same humor from that era of Batman.
Yeah, it's like it's perfect. It's exactly what you need it to be. And that jumping scene is very Burton as well, but with better VFX. Even that like needed a bit of a touch up, but that looks like a scene from like one of the Burton movies, like that jumping scene and everything, and then the music as well.
Music is so cool.
Like that bit there, he just absolutely annihilates that dude.
Well, by the way, somebody was saying he looks too CG. How would you do this scene without CG? Come on.
And also it'll be fixed up. It'll be fixed up by the time. Like I think it's one of those things. Like
I just get so irritated when people are like, "Oh, something looks too." It's visual effects. People can't do that.
Yeah. It's also you just got to let time go by. Like there's still ages until this movie comes out, and we don't know when this trailer was finished. This trailer could have been done for end of last year. This could have been done under the assumption that there was more movies coming out last year, and this was meant to play with one of them. Yeah. So yeah, I do like the look of this. Like, but I'm wondering whether the opening is just Barry and Batman, or it is that Justice League thing, and they're just hiding those other characters. Because you don't get too much of this, and it's mainly just Batman. There's like one shot.
My
of
only
Barry.
concern is that if this Earth has no metahumans, that means we wouldn't see like Wonder Woman or Aquaman or.
Well, yeah, and that might be why we get we actually get an example of it at the beginning of this film to show like them working together really stops a lot of different things happening. But I'm wondering who are they versing? Like who is the threat here at the beginning? If the Justice is like Batman and Flash are working together, must be a villain. Maybe. Do you think it's the Rogues? There was a rumor that the Rogues are in this movie. Do you think it could be the Rogues?
Okay, so first of all, the amount of damage that's going on, it has to be some people that are not street level. I'm talking like...
My only issue is that I think this is Gotham, so it might not be the Rogues.
Again, there's no metahumans, though. So these are
this is pre-Flashpoint. This is Ben Affleck's Batman.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, but this is on a... But wait, is this the Justice League version, or is it just a version like that?
Well, I think it's just meant to be like post Snyder Cut. I think it's just meant to be like.
So this world does have metahumans, then, is what you're saying?
Yeah, this is before he runs back. This is the same Earth that we've been on. Yeah.
Then I have no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, we
because the Flash exists. The Flash is here, so that's a meta. That's why Barry creates
Are
the
we
other
saying
one.
there's no metas because Barry runs back in time before that?
Because I think the situation is that it's like but even if you look at the other one, like were there any metas out there before Superman arrived? Like Superman was at Awakening, but Supergirl was never allowed to show up. Like Supergirl was kept by the military. So yeah,
I wonder how they're going to explain where Superman is though.
Yeah,
like, is he just not around?
It doesn't exist in the timeline, right?
Yeah,
it's Supergirl instead.
But I like this shot where she's taking him up to the clouds to get hit by lightning.
Yeah,
it looks so cool. That shot. It's probably one of my best looking shots.
By the way, that Supergirl suit looks really good.
It actually looks much better in this trailer than I think any of the other stuff did. The first Suicide Squad said that Superman's arrival brought metas out from the shadows. That's right. I forgot about that. Remember Amanda Waller talking to, funnily enough, I think it was David Harbour, who didn't have a character name in that movie before he was Stranger Things. Yeah, so that's true. That's true. So maybe Supergirl being locked up is what caused all of that.
If I can't undo what
and even just this bit here, I must say, it looks a bit VFX-y here. Doesn't look normal. Actually, looks like he's smaller than he should be, but that's some weird VFX. I think.
Okay. I have to say, I know we've only seen a couple of shots of it, but the running looks so good in this movie compared to the other.
Looks much better. Than
by the way, I think this is the opening scene. This is the opening scene that I'm talking about because this is at the. I think this is like a hospital or something here. Or something like that. So I think this is that opening scene I was talking about where like there's a lot of crap
zoom
going
in.
on.
I know we can't take a picture, but we could see where it was if we could read the side of that ambulance. Where
it says Gotham City Fire Department, but I think there's like
does it? Okay.
Yeah, but obviously
it's smaller. It's smaller on my screen because I'm looking at your screen. So.
undo what I did.
But even this bit here, this is like him running up a building and stuff, which looks really good. But I do wonder if that theory about like him having the yellow lightning is because he has a more solid connection to the Speed Force now. Yeah. Just Keaton, I just can't wait to see him back.
Can't get back.
That shot there was really cool, where they come together in the two boots. Yeah. It looks like Zod's army is bigger as well. It looks like it has more soldiers.
So by the way, can we talk about how Young Barry's boots have the lightning bolt on the side? It's so amazing. It's so funny.
Yeah,
like it's a little
like very teenager-y.
It's like very like create your own suit.
This right here is the thumbnail. That shot right there, if you can get a HD like clean shot of that, that is like a thumbnail shot right there. 100%.
Yeah.
Still annoyed the other boots aren't all gold. I think they would look better all gold.
Oh, hold on. This is Young Barry's Rim. There's a Pacific Rim poster. What year did Pacific Rim come out?
Pacific Rim.
Is that 2013?
2013, yeah. So it's 2013.
So I'm assuming this. Yeah. So assuming this movie is set in 2013, 2014. Okay. Mm. It's got like a very cliche skateboards extreme. Very cliche.
Oh, so wait a minute. So is older Barry sort of berating him for not living the same life? Like something is different here? Because
no. I think this is a timeline where his mum is alive.
Well, that's what I mean. But it looks like he's kind of annoyed that this guy isn't doing something because he's like,
well, yeah. I think
long hair, headphones.
Well, no, because it's important to remember. Like his dad went to prison, so he's not living in this house. He's living a completely different life. Our older Barry at this point, he's not living in his childhood house.
Oh my God, Man of Steel was the beginning of the DCEU, so that's why this is the reset.
Yeah, so we're picking up at a pivotal point that we saw those years ago, but we're picking up where he would have remembered these different points, but this version, this one on the left here, this younger version, is it living at a completely different point because his mum and dad are still alive. He's still living in his childhood home. We're seeing Barry, I don't know how old he'd be, like let's just say an early adult, like early 20s or something, or 18-year-old, whatever he is, and how that differed, and it's obviously on a completely different life track. He might not be on his path to becoming a CSI. He might be on his path to being something else. But then again, I think his shirt says, I don't know what his shirt says. I have a feeling it might say Central City, like CCU, like Central City University there. I can see a C and then maybe that's a U there. So I might just say CCU something. But yeah, it's like they're on a completely different life track or, life path at that point.
Yeah.
So, but I must say, and someone sort of hinted at in the chat there, a lot of Ezra Miller in this chat. A lot of Ezra Miller.
A lot.
So a lot of people are theorizing you're going to see a lot of, if it was Ezra Miller in the Flash suit, but it's a lot of, which I think shows their confidence that like the performance outweighs any sort of like controversy.
By the performance, but based on this trailer, I can understand why they're confident. Yeah. The movie looks fucking amazing.
Like that bit there. Like, what is he doing there? He creates like a whirlwind.
Yeah,
and then
we've never seen DCU Flash do something so cool. Right.
What's the play? Batman, what do we do?
We try not to die.
Supergirl, Ben Affleck's Batman.
I think this scene's going to be pretty badass with the Supergirl getting all the sunlight. I just like this shot here is covering and then the fist goes down.
So Supergirl in this film looks really intense because of what's happened.
Yeah,
she's going to be very vicious. She's going to be very vicious.
Where is she being? What does that say? Campus? Apache? Yeah. I was going to say, is it Russia? Is this meant to be like a Red Sun sort of reference where they're keeping it in Russia, or?
I mean, maybe.
Or is it
maybe
Alaska? Alaska, maybe.
Yeah, maybe Alaska.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Wait,
here we go.
Wait.
Cam.
See that? Yeah.
Cam. It's Russian, isn't it? It's Russian. Isn't that bottom line Russian there? Yeah, it's Russian. So it's Kamar. So yeah, so I guess she's being kept in. Wait, so do you think the Russians have her?
Yeah, and she might actually be like she might actually speak Russian.
Yeah, so the Russians have her, and then like, okay, so that's what's happening here. Okay, I wasn't exactly sure. Okay, so the Russians, they're playing off a bit of like a Red Sun sort of thing, maybe. Where
it's like a combo of Red Sun and Flashpoint. It looks
okay, that's really cool. Then I like that.
Yeah, that's Russia for sure.
Okay, I like that.
Well, we're Barry.
So I was just looking through the trailer again. I don't know if you saw this bit. There is a bit where it's just before like Barry screams and before Supergirl like beats up those soldiers. There's a bit where Blue Lightning Barry goes in and like tries to fly kick someone, but why would he be fly kicking the other Barry?
Oh yeah.
You can literally flick through it, I think.
But is that Dark Flash?
I was gonna say, what if that? What if
I think that's Dark. I think that might be Dark Flash.
But is Dark Flash young Barry? Are they the same character?
Because that's young Barry. You can see with the blue lightning. Yeah, that one has blue lightning. That's Dark Flash. They both have blue lightning. Okay, well, Dark Flash first look. There we go. So that must be the final fight. That's the big battle fight. Is like this war ground area. But then I wonder if this then turns into like a, because I think probably they're meant to run through the multiverse. It's super blurry, but that does not look like Barry. It looks super dark.
Yeah, it's a dark suit.
So that's interesting.
Yeah,
like even that tornado thing, it looks like it's, or is that just one of Zod's warriors? It's either Dark Flash or one of Zod's people.
Look at the mask. That looks like a Flash mask on, like that Dark Flash.
If someone said they do have 4K. That's 4K right there. I don't know. It could be either. I think it might be one of Zod's things, but it's sort of still hard to tell.
The thing is, though, Dark Flash has to be in here somewhere because they're in the toys.
Yeah.
So...
But what's that? Oh, that's a gun. That's a gun right there. And it's so maybe it's just Barry putting one of them in a tornado and then annihilating them in that fashion. But yeah, like I think this looks very, very good. Like I have no concerns based off what we can see in that trailer.
Complaining about the VFX, but the VFX are not. They can still finish more stuff. Like I can't stress that enough.
The VFX actually look really good.
There is some where I'm like, okay, there's somewhere I'm like, okay, well they have to be fixed up, but it's like they still got ages. They got like almost half a year until this thing comes out, and we know that they still work on movies sometimes up to the week of release. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you got all the way through, if you did, drop a like on it. Let me know your opinions in the comment section down below and all that stuff. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And the two guests, Eric and Ben, the links will be in the description down below as well. But until next one, guys, I'll catch you later. Goodbye.